Yeah. Where do we begin? I'm driving back to work. I'm doing 90 on a 90. Now I'm only doing 80. But anyways, I'm listening to this video with Dr. T halfway through, and Obsidian and whatnot. And that's one thing I noticed with black people, what black YouTubers got to stop doing. I remember, like, it's weird how, like, there's a lot of people who used to minimize YouTubers, and, you know, like, I don't know, like, that's a YouTuber, like, it's a bad thing, but now, you know, people have been making money off of it, and it's profitable, and it's a job, and it's whatnot, and you can replace an income and not have to work for the man, you know, so to speak, the point of this video. But it was something, Obsidian was talking about, you know, why he's a conservative and whatnot, and because he don't want to deal with the white men and whatnot. And I get the logic behind some of that. You know, he kind of sounds like Boyce Watkins a little bit in that rant, but I don't like how people used to minimize YouTubers, or how people would be like, even like some people just will criticize, saying like, oh, y'all wasn't making money before YouTube. Like, okay, so what? They making money now. What does that matter? It's an actual job. Like, it actually pays well. But I don't like some of the arguments that black men who just got here and just started making money, knowing the conditions of the whole black community, knowing where black people are, talking about, oh, as a black man, you shouldn't let your woman work for the man, and blah, blah, blah. And don't get it twisted. I know that there's some occupations that black women have that could be stressful and all those other things. And that could lead to turmoil and problems in the marriage, whenever people walk away from my aunt. She been in social work, you know, she got one of them platinum degrees in early child education and social work, and that job is stressful as shit. And I can see how, you know, working in that environment, all the shit she used to deal with, and she done, since the pandemic, she done took a hiatus and a damn sabbatical from work. Just the last 2 years, she's living off her savings because she was stressed, she was done with it. She did it for over 25 years, since I was a kid. She's been doing that. But this notion that, you know, you can't do that, or it's not practical at all. Like, let's be practical. We barely trying to get brothers in conversations about being gainfully employed, having jobs that have a market value, getting back into the trades, owning a business and trucking. Like, how we gonna jump from that to you can't have your woman working for, like, and I'm just saying, like, even within that, that to argue that or to make that proclamation is like, how much bread out there that would be just missing? Like, huh? Like, don't, like, this man was that's the problem I have. Like, even with Kevin saying, I got a video about that, about how, you know, Kevin's like, the man should pay all the bills in the marriage or whatever, and relationship and whatnot. Like, you've been divorced twice, Kev. Like, where you pay, we know that your one wife at least was the primary breadwinner in that marriage. How are you advocating for something now at 50-something years old that you didn't do in your marriages, in your relationship? I asked the question. Every woman that you dated, Obsidian, did she work for you when you were putting 70, 80 hours in a week in the blue-collar trades jobs? Did every woman you dated or encountered not have to, or is that something new, a new phenomenon since the pandemic, where people can work from home, or since you started making some money on YouTube? Like, we have to be practical and stop arguing these silly ass things that 98% of black people won't be able to do, particularly black men. Oh snap, this deer guy, Fubar is a deer in a roll in like 3 pieces. God damn. But I was listening to the Dr. CSI didn't even respond to that part. He started talking about something totally different. Like, he went to, yeah, brothers, if you doing the passport bros things, y'all need to study these women, study the law. Like, he didn't even respond to that, because he even said himself he can't relate. This is a person who makes 6 figures, who's an educator. He can't relate to this nonsense of, because he's a YouTuber, but he's not in a position, or hasn't been in that position, to where he can, you know, oh, you can't work. Again, beautiful if you have that luxury of letting your woman stay home and work, or have a business and she can work with you and all that. That's cool. But to make this proclamation is like, no, you can't. You're not the master of your house, and that's nonsense. Clearly, Kevin was not paying all the bills in his first 2 marriages because his one wife made more money than him. Clearly, he wasn't paying alimony, so they weren't getting anything from him. Now, had he been married now and got divorced, do you think he would still advocate for those things, knowing that he could lose everything twice? He would have lost it twice. Like, let's be practical. Let's stop making up shit that you know damn well your own audience can't, or at least, again, 90% of your audience can't even do. Again, it would be beautiful if you could do that, but it's not practical at all. And then having a YouTube business is different type of employment. It's different type of money. Like, you don't have to leave the house. Y'all could stay home. Everybody can't do that. Life happens. Some people have a wife that works somewhere just because her job pays the insurance. She might not make no good money. She's a teacher. She just got a government job. The only reason why she's working is because, his job might pay better, but it might not have the benefits that her job has. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's not be silly. When you're working for yourself and you own the business, are you paying for the insurance? You got a sick kid and you own a business? Do you know how much that insurance costs? That's simply why people get jobs. Simple shit like that. I remember this one white dude, YouTuber, he got fired from Microsoft. Damn near went full-time to YouTube, but he struggled because he had a kid with issues. Even though he was this top coder at Microsoft, the benefit of the job, despite the money, was the fact that Microsoft covered all the bills for his kid's condition. It was hundreds of thousands of dollars a year that Microsoft paid to take care of his kid. When he went as a independent worker and he was teaching coding on YouTube and all that for a little, but I started following that motherfucker because he was anti-gun or liberal, so I don't know what he's been doing in the last few years, but when I started seeing him post that shit, I was like, I'm out. But anyways, like, it's not practical though. It's a bunch of relationships where a regular 9-to-5 helps the family out, helps the family structure out. And you're not less of a man, you're not less of the king of your castle because your wife has an occupation outside of what you can control. Like, stop with the silliness. Because 90% of your people ain't even doing that. Even the black men in a position to do that, they not even doing that. Like, stop it. You gotta be practical. Let me finish the rest of this video.